At Magwelo School for the Blind from Eastern Province. I've come with my colleague and her name is Miriam Mvula. So we have come to present the different kinds of environmental hazards which we have been experiencing at our school. So there are different kinds of environmental hazards which we are experiencing, such as violent winds, soil erosion, and high temperature. So after I and my friend sat down, we realized that the cause of these environmental hazards is unnecessary cutting down of trees. So these environmental hazards also affect us, the learners. For example, when there is violent winds, the trees act as the wind breakers. In 2024, we had two big trees at our school which were playing a very important role, preventing the strong winds from reaching direct to the buildings. Now, when those trees fell down, our dining hall was blown off. As a result, it also affected us who were eating our meals from outside. Then another one is soil erosion. When there is soil erosion, it leaves our environment with the dangerous holes whereby those people who are blind are being affected. For them to move from one place to another, they can't because of these holes. Another one is high temperature. High temperature, it affects the people who are living with albinism, teachers and pupils. A good example is me and my friends. We are being affected when we spend a lot of time in the sunlight. Our bodies are being burnt. As a result, we can suffer from skin cancers. So after we see those problems, we came together and start looking for the solutions.
So, on the imagine part, it's where we gathered together to discuss the solutions. So, as you has already stated, our school has three categories of learners: those who are totally blind, the partially blind, and the sighted ones. So, all the three categories of learners, we gathered together to find a solution to the problem. So, firstly, in our discussion, everyone had a feel of replacing those trees which were cut down with the new one. So we decided to plant new trees. And then we also discussed that we need to enforce stiff laws on illegal logging and uncontrolled forest clearing. We also said that we need to sensitize the community. But first we need to sensitize each other within the school, then sensitize the community on the importance of tree. Then we also need to promote agroforestry, which combine the growing of crops with trees and livestock. So the discussion, we did not just discuss, but we decided to put it into action. So here is where we started the tree planting exercise. We did not just start planting, but we looked for the best plant species to plant. Then we allocated a place where we can plant. As you can see, this area is a plain area. This is where we started our tree planting exercise. Not only that, we also replanted those plants which failed to germinate. So there were some plants which failed to germinate during this, so we had to replant them. And then we did not just plant the trees, but we started watering them and taking very good care of them. So here on the share part, we gathered the community together at our school. Then we interacted through cultural dances. Here is where we were dancing to share this tree planting exercise for the community as well as the school. Then we also sensitize each other within the school during the school assemblies. And here, I believe that with this, we can design our country. It can become a better place because with tree, life will be safe and there will be no accidents such as these which were happening. And those who are blind at our school will be able to move from one place to another safely. So if we, the Magwelo, can, then we believe that everyone can do it. Thank you.